All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. The American Dirt Series Dirt Street Stocks back in action here from Lucas Oil Speedway. You came here for a show, well, here you go as these drivers are about to get ready for some qualifying action. It's like another big field of cars in attendance here tonight. Another big group of drivers here for this one as we're going to get ready for some of the best dirt street stock drivers in the business to go to battle here once again at Lucas Oil. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, baby. Let's get it, chat. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, here you go, baby. Let's get it, chat. Let's go. Oh, baby. Let's get it. These dirt street stock drivers ready to get back into action here tonight. These guys have had a few nights off from all the dirt street stock action, but we're back at it and ready to go here once again. Getting family here to cheer on Ty Dickinson. Let's go, Zachary. Let's go, Zach. Let's go. Cheering on Mr. Ty Dickinson. Ty's going to be looking to pick up another win, man. He's going to be looking to pick up another win. He's been showing some speed. Bryce Dickinson in the chat as well. Bryce coming in with that like and that share. Ty Dickinson coming in with that like and share as well. Yo, Reed Sanders coming in, smashing that like. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do, baby. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Every single like, comment, share helps the stream grow more and more and more. So make sure y'all keep smashing that like button. Hit that share button. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Woo! All right, these drivers out on the... Actually, we're not even going to be taking any... Actually, no, I think we're doing qualifying, aren't we? What's going on here with this overlay, chat? What's going on here with this overlay? Make sure we get that refreshed. Hell yeah, brother. What is good, Cody? What is good, my boy? Cody coming in, showing that love on the stream as well. Coming in, smashing that like. Man, all these guys already qualified? Yeah, all these guys have already qualified. They've already went out there and ran a lap. So it looks like Chad Puderball with the quick time on the racetrack right now with a 17.98. Chad Puderball out in front. Dane Lloyd, Jordan McVoy there in second and third. Douglas Stewart and Billy Northcutt rounding out our top 5 drivers so far in this one. These guys are super, super fast, and we're going to get ready here for some green flag action in just a few more moments, chat. A little bit of green flag action here in just a few more seconds. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Yo, Zeke Wagner coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Jeremy Vaughn, my boy Jeremy coming in, smashing that like as well. That carry action. Cody coming in with the like and the share as well. Cecil Kirkpatrick, Kevin Gherkin coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Michael Dickinson, Papa Mike coming in, smashing that like and share. What is good, Papa Mike? What is good, my boy? Let your bro... You're late, bro? Is that what you're trying to say, Jeremy? You're late? I'm not late, bro. I am always on time. I'm always right where I need to be. I'm always right there at that perfect state, bro. Never late, never early, just always right on time. I'm here when I'm supposed to be here, That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Wrong guy to cheer for? Oh, come on now, Ty. You're a race winner in a league now. You got to be able to win it now. You got to be able to win it. We got to see you win one of these dirt street stock races, homie. We got to see you win one of these. Chad's looking fast, man. He's looking very, very fast as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, heat race number 1 about to jump out onto the racetrack here in just a few more moments. Yo, Jordan McVoy coming in with that like on the stream. Let's get my last name right tonight, big dog. Okay, Jordan, you tell me how to say it, okay? You tell me how to say it. I'm tired of racing this track. Almost feels like a weekly show here. Yeah, I feel ya. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one, Cecil. It seems like we have ran here quite a bit. Yo, Ben Peeble, my old man, jumping in with that like on the stream. Hey, kiddo, what is that? What is good, Dad? What is good, homie? What is good, my father? Yo, Tegan coming in with that like on the stream. But ladies and gentlemen, you see these drivers out on the racetrack. That means we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Heat race 1 about to get underway. Chad Pooterball starting on the pole in this one. Alongside him in that nice looking shiny number 3 ride. That is Douglas Stewart. Starting in position number 3 in the 57 machine, that is that iRacing iFlag DWR number 57 rider Jim Revis, and alongside him his teammate, that is the 71 rider Dan Stifler. And starting in position number 5 in the 20 ride, that is Cody Gagliano, and alongside him in the 2 is Ty Dickinson. Rounding out our field in the 97, that is Butch Baker, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1, the American Dirt Series, live from Lucas Oil Speedway as Chad Pooterball leads them down into corner number 1. Pooterball out in front quickly, putting that pedal to the metal and starting to try to pull away from the rest of the field. A great battle here for second as you see Jim Revis trying to work his way into that second spot. He's going to slide up in front of his teammate in that 71 machine into position number 3. Dan Stifler going to try to battle back strong as you see that Elite Performance Industries number 20 machine, that next level racing ride of Cody Gagliano trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack. But this track has still got a lot of grip in it, man. There is a lot of grip still in this racetrack. These guys didn't really burn it off too much in practice, so you can see still a lot of good, heavy grip out there around the racetrack. Not a lot of slickness built up yet as these guys continue to put down more and more laps. We'll see this track continue to change more and more. We'll see it get a lot slicker here, and that high side is really going to come in throughout the middle of probably the feature event, as that's when it's really going to start to come in. As right now it is all Chad Pooterball out in front, but he's got a rear view mirror full of Douglas Stewart. Stewart trying to get right there to his back bumper, trying to take a peek down low here. We'll have to see if that 20 ride can stay out in front or if Douglas Stewart has anything here for that 20 machine. Jim Revis right there still in that 3rd position, as I do believe we have 4 drivers. Our top 4 cars will transfer through. This open or fixed race league? This is fixed, JC. This is a fixed racing league. Not unfortunately. I kind of do like the fixed racing. I do like the fixed. It's Chad Pooterball out in front, still continuing to lead the way with 2 more laps left to go. Yo, Sean Stomo coming in with that follow over on Twitch. Let's go, baby. Sean coming in with that follow on Twitch. Out of corner number 3 and 4. It's the 20 rider, Chad Pooterball, who's going to pick up the white flag? I didn't even see the flag man throw the white flag there, but the white flag being displayed here. So one more time down the backstretch for the 20 machine. Into corner number 3, one more shot for Douglas Stewart. He's going to take a big run up on the high side. He's going to try to look down low, but he can't get there as Chad Pooterball picks up heat race win number 1. Douglas Stewart there in 2nd, Jim Revis in 3rd, and Dan Stifler in that 4th and final transfer spot. That means the last 3 drivers, unfortunately, are going to be going to the consolation race, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 about to get underway. Yo, Wayne Caddick coming in with that heart reaction. What is good, Wayne? Wayne coming in showing that love. Shiloh Gagliano coming in with that like. Let's get it, Shiloh. Let's get it, my girl. Fixed races are fair, but the open races are nice if you know setups. Yeah, 100%, Anthony, 100%. But it's definitely fun. It makes it a little bit more even. It makes it more into, you know, the driver's hands for the fixed stuff, which is which is always nice. You know, it's always nice just to have that nice fixed setup stuff where these guys have to, you know, it comes down to driver talent and, you know, a little bit of skill and everything else out there on the racetrack. As we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 out on the racetrack. Starting on the pole in this one, in that 9 machine. That is Dane Lloyd. Alongside him in that Joyride, that is Billy Northcutt. A new looking ride here for Billy Northcutt. That is a slick looking ride. And that Dirt Panda Racing number, you know, Joyride, there's really no number on it except for maybe a 0, I guess. Starting in the 3rd position in the 8 machine, that is Jeremy Vaughn, and alongside him in that 727 machine, that is Zach Lark. Starting in the 5th position in the Next Level Racing number 84, that is Bryce Dickinson, and alongside him in the 30 is Michael Moniz. Bringing up the rear of our field in the 56 ride, that is Cody Kretschmer. As we are back to green flag racing quickly. You see Billy Northcutt up there on the high side, but Dane Lloyd down low. They're still side by side here for the first 3 rows in heat race number 2. Some great racing action already in this one, as none of these drivers giving it an inch, but it's Billy Northcutt who's going to take the lead here in lead lap number 1. Billy Northcutt out in front, using that little bit of a middle lane to high lane advantage here. Looks like that middle lane already starting to come in. You see Zach Lark gonna jump up there and try to take that 2nd spot away here from the 9 ride of Dane Lloyd as well. So it looks like you're gonna want to start on that outside lane here for the next couple heat races. You're gonna want to be up there on that outside. Dane Lloyd starting to slide back, but still trying to battle back strong here on that middle side of the racetrack. You see the 8 ride of Jeremy Vaughn right there in that 4th and final transfer spot. He's trying to work his way into this A main, but he's got Bryce Dickinson and Michael Moniz right there behind him. Cody Kretschmer there a little bit farther back, trying to catch back up to the rear of the field. This, you know, he's starting to lose that draft just ever so slightly around this racetrack. A little bit of a gap, almost a second back from that 6th place car. But out in front, it is all Billy Northcutt. That Joyride out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done. He's got a new paint scheme, and he's looking to pick up right where he left off with another great run here. Billy's been having some good runs over the last little while, and it's produced some great racing action for this Joy machine out in front here. Zach Clark is another driver who's had some good runs as of late, as that Race on Texas number 727 ride has worked his way now solidly into position number 2 as Dane Lloyd slides back into that 3rd position. And we see a little bit of a battle starting to brew here as Jeremy Vaughn there in 4th. He's got a rear view mirror full of his teammate there as Bryce Dickinson right there behind him within striking distance as the white flag flies one more time around the racetrack. Billy Northcutt out in front here, trying to pick up heat race win number 2 as he heads down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, and it's the Joyride of Billy Northcutt picking up heat race win number 2. Zach Clark there in 2nd, Dane Lloyd in 3rd, and Jeremy Vaughn coming home in that 4th and final transfer spot as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3 on the evening. These drivers are going to start to load up here on the front stretch. Yo, Lamar Jordan coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Lamar? Yo, Anthony Martin coming in, smashing that like as well. Derek James Moore coming in, hitting that like on the stream. What is good, Derek? What is good, my boy? My boy Derek coming in, showing that love. What is good, homie? What is good, my boy? Everything is good, Dad. I love to hear that. If you're still in here, love to hear that. Yo, man, in here cheering us on, showing that love. Yo, Tim Taylor. It's Tim the Tool Man Taylor, the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 99 rider, Tim Taylor coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. What is good, Timmy? What is good, my boy? Come on, Brycey Poo. Come on, Brycey Poo. Let's go. What's up, Aaron? Much love. Much love. Much love, Dylan. What's up, my dude? What's up, Dylan? How you doing? How you doing, my boy? Seth Castle coming on, cheering in that 84 ride. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to make it into the A-main. I don't think anybody's going to get sent home early here tonight, but we're going to get ready for heat race number 3 on the evening. Starting on the pole in this one is the 422 rider Jordan McVoy as he starts there in position number 1. Alongside him, that Mecha Motorsports number 37 is James Stockton. Then we see the 1 ride of Alex Brewer there in 3rd. Cecil Kirkpatrick in the 69 machine. Then we see Chevy Coleman there in that 4 ride. And starting at the rear of the field in the 23, that is Byron Whipperman. 6 more drivers here to go to battle in heat race number 3. And they're 3 wide out of corner number 2. Almost 4 wide there as you see that 1 ride trying to make a move here. Jordan through the middle, a little bit of contact. They're going to beat and bang as it's the 37 ride of James Stockton who's going to lead lap number 1. Alex Brewer trying to work that bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to slide up in front of that 422 machine, try to take that middle lane and work to the back bumper of James Stockton. As Stockton is going to lead the 2nd lap here, and he's trying to open up a little bit of a gap between himself and that 1 ride, but only about a front bumper between him and that 1 machine, as it's a great battle up here at the front of the field. Jordan McVoy right there in 3rd. Cecil Kirkpatrick there in 4th. Then you see a good side-by-side battle here for that 5th position on the racetrack as Chevy Coleman trying to hold off that Mazda Racing number 23 machine of Byron Whipperman. As Whipperman's going to slide back just a little bit. The old whippersnapper trying to have himself a great run here tonight. Alex Brewer, though, side-by-side with our leader, is now Brewer up to the outside in that NLR number 1 machine. As Brewer works to the outside of that Mecha Motorsports number 37 ride. Way up there on the high side, 3 wide at the front of the field as here comes Jordan McVoy. Jordan is well poking his nose into this battle, but it's Alex Brewer who's going to take the lead away here. That 37 ride is going to slide back through the middle of the field here, and he's going to slide back into position number 3, but a great battle at the front of the field nonetheless. As Alex Brewer now out in front, Jordan now into position number 2 in that 422 machine. As these drivers having a great race here in this one. A little bit of beating and banging, but some great racing action around this track. Cecil Kirkpatrick still there in 4th as the white flag flies in 1 more time around for Alex Brewer. Brewer with about a half a car length lead here over Jordan McVoy there in that 422 machine, down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. 1 more shot here, can't get there as Alex Brewer picks up heat race win number 3. Jordan in the 422 there in 2nd. James Stockton, Cecil Kirkpatrick rounding out our top 4 as all these drivers, actually we're going to take everybody, we're going to skip our consolation race. Our consolation race is going to get skipped. Everybody's going to make it into the A-main. And, man, this is going to produce some great racing, man. We got a lot of drivers here in this one and a lot of cars looking to have some good runs. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see what we can do here in this one, chat. Seth, are you related to Seth Castle? I think so. I think they're related. Somewhat, Timmy. Somewhat, I think they're somehow related. Yo, whippersnapper Tony Whipperman coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Logan Rourke, what is good, Rourker? What is good, my boy? Logan coming in, smashing that like as well. Brienne, what is good, Brienne? How you doing, my girl? Brienne coming in, showing that love. Sammy Rex, Sammy, my girl. Sammy Simmons coming in with that heart reaction, and all the shares. Let's go, my girl. Jeff Dickinson coming in with that like as well. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, y'all know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple more minutes here for practice. These drivers are going to quickly warm up out there on the racetrack. They're going to run some quick laps. They're going to work on their setups. They're going to make sure that their cars are, they're ready to go and they're ready to go to battle here. They're going to make sure that they got, everything figured out, making sure that, they got the right tire pressures in. They're going to make sure that, their steering is good. They're going to see how this racetrack has changed from heat race number 1 now to, the start of this feature race. As you can see, in heat race number 1, this racetrack was super heavy all around the place. There was really no slickness on this racetrack, and you can see it's already starting to burn up quite a bit here. As you can see, the 69 ride of Cecil Kirkpatrick running some good laps up there on the high side of the racetrack. But man, oh man, it is a dogfight all around this place, and you can see that high line definitely starting to become the preferred line as the 56 ride gets up into that outside wall. Some more good racing here. You see Jeremy Vaughn down the bottom side. Byron Whipperman up there on the high side. The high side, you just carry so much speed and momentum, and there's so much grip up there that you can just stay in the throttle that much more. Who the heck was that? I want to say that was Bryce Dickinson? I don't know what Brycey Bear's doing out there on the racetrack, but he's doing something out there. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. Yo, Alex Moore. Alex coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Bubba Cardin coming in, smashing that like as well. Rising Creator right here. You know it, baby. You know it, Ty. You know it, my boy. Coming in, showing that love. Oh, let's go, chat. Let's go, baby. Whew. Couple more minutes. That means that, you know, we got a little bit of time. We're going to break into our Monster energy drink here. Oh, that is refreshing. Oh, man. Tea and lemonade. Whoever made these, whoever thought of this at Monster Energy needs a raise, bro. These are heaven. These are life right there, ladies and gentlemen. These are like the best things that you could ever have, ever, for anything, are those monsters right there. Like the tea ones, man, the rehabs. Oh, they are so good. They are so good. All right. Only about a minute and a half away from these drivers taking the green flag here in our A main feature event. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you guys got coming down here to victory lane? Who do you guys think is going to pick up the win here tonight? You know, it could be Jeremy Vaughn in that 8 ride. He's looked good. He's very stout in these street stocks. He could be one of those drivers that picks up the checkered flag. We see Jim Revis right now is the quickest car on the racetrack in this practice session. So Jim Revis could be, you know, looking for yet again another win in his absolutely crazy career here in iRacing with the amount of wins he already has. I know that Papa Mike Promotions iRacing iFlag DWR ride is definitely going to be looking to try and pick up another win here tonight. Dane Lloyd looking very fast as well in that Hot Lap Heroes number 9 machine. Dan Stifler out there as well. See them doing a little bit of 3 wide battling. You see Zach Clark. Clark's had some good runs as of late. You also see Ty Dickinson battling right there with him as well. Ty just picked up his first league win Sunday night. So Ty could be, you know, you could be starting a tear here. He could be jumping out there and trying to pick up some wins. You see the 20 ride as well going around in front of him there. That's good old Cody Gagliano as these guys out there having a little bit of fun on the racetrack, playing a little bit of bumper cars here and there. James Stockton looking very good as well. Alex Brewer, we saw earlier, making some good moves, being pretty aggressive. He looks like he's going to be very fast out there on the racetrack. As it's going to come down to this, as the checkered flag flies here for this practice race. That means we're going to get ready here for our A main feature event. And we're going to get some music going here real quick. Let's get some music going, chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you see these drivers starting to line up here on the front stretch. That means we're going to get ready for the A main feature event here in just a few more moments as these drivers start to roll on the racetrack. Starting on the pole in this one, in that 20 machine, that is Chad Pooterball. Alongside him in the Joyride, that is Billy Northcutt. Starting in position number 3 in the 1 machine, that is Alex Brewer. Alongside him in the 3 ride, that is Douglas Stewart. Then we see Zach Clark in the 727 ride. Jordan McBoy on the outside of him in the 422. Starting inside row number 4, that is Jim Revis in the 57 ride. Alongside him in the 9, that is Dane Lloyd. Then we see James Stockton in that Mecca Motorsports number 37 ride, and rounding out our top 10, that is the 71 of Dan Stifler. We see Jeremy Vaughn, Cecil Kirkpatrick, Cody Gagliano, Bryce Dickinson, Chevy Coleman, Ty Dickinson, Michael Manise, Byron Whipperman, and Cody Kretschmeyer as they get a little logjam there as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing. So let's end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as these drivers are getting set loose by our flagman as the green flag is in the air here. Lucas Oil Speedway, here we go, and these drivers looking to battle it out. Quickly, almost a little 3-wide action as Chad Puderball down there on the bottom side of the racetrack, gonna try to slide up in front of that Joyride, but it's Billy Northcutt leading lap number 1. The Joyride out in front, Billy Northcutt, Wild Bill leading the way here early on in this one as these drivers all go to battle. Here you go. This is the show you've been waiting for as these drivers, you can see them slicing and dicing, trying to battle for every position on the racetrack. So far, clean and green throughout this one as these drivers doing a fantastic job. A little bit of beating and banging. See Jim Revis get a little tied up in that one as he slides back about 1 position as here comes a couple of those hot lap hero drivers as that 422 ride looking very stout early on in this one. You see the 20 machine starting to slide back as Alex Brewer and Douglas Stewart have both worked their way around Chad Puderball. As you can see, Alex Brewer all over the back bumper of our early race leader. That is Billy Northcutt. Wild Bill out in front in that Dirt Panda Racing number 0 ride as the Joyride out in front here. The 1 ride right there on his back bumper trying to find a way around him. And you see Douglas Stewart with a great run in that 3 ride. Stewart's been having a good run here tonight in that new looking paint scheme, making that car very, very fast. And we see our first caution flag as Cody Kretschmeyer, you saw him stuck up there on the outside of corner number 2. Looks like he's trying to get that car down pit lane here. Looks like he's having a very hard time trying to get that thing into gear. There we go. It finally kicks into gear. And it looks like he's going to take that ride off the racetrack here. So a tough break there for Cody Kretschmeyer. Some heavy front end damage. We'll take a look back and see what happens here. See if we can get a look at what went down with this 66 ride. He heads down into corner number 3, right through the slick stuff. Oh, he just loses it and then hits that infield tractor tire. I think that's what really does him in. You can see a lot of front end damage. That nose shoved back in underneath the car. And some heavy front left damage. He's trying to turn left here, and the car just going straight because that left front will not turn. Looks like a broken tie rod or something on that race car. And a tough break here for the 56 machine. As he's going to take that thing down pit side. So a tough break early on for Cody as he's going to be once again deep in this one. That's going to stack all these drivers back up, all these drivers back in line here, side by side, getting ready for yet again another restart. These things are crazy. These drivers are all absolutely on the ball here as they're going to continue to battle it out, duke it out. And we see that 1 ride of Alex Brewer showing a lot of speed here tonight. He's going to be out there on the outside in that preferred line here on the restart. But the Joyride of Billy Northcutt, our race leader, he gets to decide when he wants to fire this race, and he's going to try to aim it right and time it right here as he's going to take the green flag here once again, and he's going to clear the 1 ride down into corner number 1. He's going to try to slide up in front of him here as a big run out of the 1 machine down the backstretch. You see Douglas Stewart trying to get there as well, trying to work his way underneath the 1 ride as here comes Alex Brewer. Man, he is all over the back bumper of our race leader Billy Northcutt, doing everything he can here to keep that 1 ride at bay. As it looks like the caution flag is going to come back out here as we get another wreck on the racetrack. A little bit of cautions breeding cautions, and you see Byron Whipperman parked up there on the high side of corner number 3. Some heavy smoke coming out of that ride. We're going to take a look back and see what happens here. The old whippersnapper. He gets up into the outside wall a little bit, then a little bit of contact there with the 56, a little bit more contact. Ooh, that was a heavy, heavy hit to that outside wall. As you can see, some heavy damage there. A lot of smoke coming out of that ride. Let's see if we can get a different angle of this one. Let's see if we can go chase here. There we go. See, just a little contact there. Kind of gets loose, comes back up the racetrack. Snow breaks out of that 56 ride. You can see all that smoke coming out of the 23 machine. Oh, some heavy, heavy front end damage. That car is pretty much tore apart here. You can see all that white smoke funneling out of the rear of that car. Tough break there for Byron Whipperman. Tough break there for that 23 machine, as we're going to get him stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are enjoying the show, y'all know what to do right now. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and if you haven't already, hit that follow button, that subscribe button. Whatever it is, make sure you hit it. That way you guys never miss any of the absolutely wicked racing action that we have here on Peacemaker Gaming, almost on a nightly basis. And we got a lot of big shows coming up here over the next while. We got a lot of charity races, a lot of benefit races coming up over the next little bit, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here with our feature event. Once again, the joyride of Billy Northcutt out in front, trying to quickly pull away in this one, as we're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming. Crank it up. So ladies and gentlemen, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as they go to battle here once again. Oh, as the caution flag comes out, you see the 30 ride of Michael Manise hard into one of those infield tractor tires, and the caution flag back out in the air here. Another driver getting into one of those infield tractor tires. Another heavy hit. Here's the 30 ride of Michael Manise gets collected in this one. Let's take a look and see what happens. He's the M&M number 30 ride, the black and red car. They're about the third last car on the racetrack here. See him head down into corner number 3 and 4. Makes a little bit of contact there with Ty Dickinson, then hits that infield tractor tire, and man, that thing just absolutely sprung back off of it. You don't see that one very often. Normally when they hit those infield tractor tires, these cars just kind of get stuck on them, but this one just bounces right off of it. Wow, okay, I don't think I've ever seen it do that before. I don't think I've ever seen them bounce that far back. That was kind of crazy, chat. That was kind of crazy. Let's take a ride right on board here with Michael Manise. Okay, then. Okay, that is an odd way. I don't think I've ever seen a car bounce that far back after hitting an infield tractor tire. Normally, it just tears the front end off of the car, and it kind of just sits there on top of the tractor tire. But nonetheless, we're going to get him fired back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. And we're going to continue with our crank it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, crank up that volume and cheer these drivers on. right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all these drivers as they've been doing an absolutely amazing job out here on the racetrack. Continuing to battle side by side throughout this one. These guys have been doing a fantastic job, but still out in front. It is that joyride of Billy Northcutt. Northcutt still out in front, holding off the rest of the field here. Northcutt doing a great job looking to pick up the feature win here tonight, but he's got Alex Brewer and Douglas Stewart right there in second and third. Stewart with a great run here on the bottom side of the racetrack. As you see that bottom side slowly but surely starting to work its way back in as this racetrack has completely started to slick off here. As Brewer working the middle side of the racetrack, not even that extreme high side, he's running it right through the slick stuff here all the way around the racetrack. Chad Puterball there in that fourth spot. He's got a rear view mirror full of Zach Clark as Clark's way up there on that high side, sticking that right rear tire right up on the cushion. That's a dangerous game to play, but there's a lot of speed to be made up there as you see Jeremy Vaughn and Cody Gagliano up there now as well. Jordan McVoy there in that 8th position, still trying to work the bottom side as well. See Dan Stifler right behind him, and then a good battle here for the 10th position on the racetrack as the 37 and the 57 continue to battle for position number 10 on the racetrack. Then we see a couple brothers, and it's the 20 ride of Chad Puterball going around. Chad going around in that 20 ride, having such a good night, a solid run up inside the top 5 here all night long. And unfortunately for him, he's going to go around here and bring out our 4th caution flag of the evening. We're going to take a look back and see what happens here. As we were having a good little green flag run there, we were starting to really spread these guys out. That's going to stack everyone back up. Him and Zach Clark side by side here down into corner number 3. This is for the 4th position on the racetrack. Oh, it looks like Zach Clark just tries to clear him. Tries that slider. And it looks like the 20 ride just gets right into the back bumper of him. Let's see if we can get a different angle of this one here. Let's see if we can get a little bar chase. There we go. See that 727 ride slide right up in front of him here and just kind of throws that front bumper right on top of his, or you see that rear bumper slide right on top of that front bumper of the 20 ride. He goes around, doesn't look like a lot of damage here to that ride. He's going to keep on rolling here. So that's good news, but tough break here. The 20 ride is right there. Just clears him, but really doesn't clear him. That 20 ride with a lot of high-end topside momentum just gets right into the back bumper there. You can see Chad Puterball parked down pit side. Looks like he's trying to get some work done to that ride as we're going to go back to green flag racing. Billy Northcutt here out in front still, but here comes Alex Brewer. Brewer taking a look down low, and here comes the 3 ride of Douglas Stewart. He was thinking about trying to make it 3 wide here for that top spot. As the joyride of Billy Northcutt comes off corner number 4, he's still going to be out in front, but they're still side by side here at the front of the field. Douglas Stewart right there, ready to pounce as well. Zach Clark trying to get that 727 ride up there into the picture as well. And here comes Jeremy Vaughn and Cody Gagliano, the 2 black rides in this race right there in 5th and 6th. As they try to work their way up to the front of the field as well. You see Billy Northcutt still trying to clear that 1 ride as they head down into corner number 3. Brewer's going to throw it in there deep, but the joyride going to try to get a good run through the middle of the corner, and you can see Douglas Stewart getting some great runs down on the extreme bottom side of the racetrack. You see all these drivers searching around the track here, looking for grip, trying to find some runs as they continue to battle side by side here. Alex Brewer down there on the bottom side. Billy Northcutt on the high side, and a good run here off of corner number 4, and we got a new race leader. Alex Brewer is going to take the lead away here. Now they're going to start to beat and bang here. A little bit of beating and banging as Alex Brewer is going to give that lead back. He leads a lap, but now the joyride working that outside is going to take the lead back here. So you can tell that joyride really wants the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to try to pinch that 1 ride down to the bottom side, but it looks like the joyride just not being able to get a good drive off, having to work that middle side of the racetrack right through the slick stuff, having to be a little bit more easy on the throttle. And as these two continue to battle side by side, you see that race on Texas, number 727 ride of Zach Clark working his way to the outside of the 3 ride. They're into position number 3. See Cody Gagliano still working that extreme high side as well. He's getting some big runs up there as he's trying to work his way up into this picture as well. Jeremy Vaughn there in 6th. James Stockton there in 7th. Dan Stifler. And now Bryce Dickinson up inside the top 10. You see that 422 machine of McVoy now up into that 10th spot. Now you see James Stockton get up a little high there. You still see some beating and banging around this racetrack. Chevy Coleman and Jim Rivas battling back here. This is for the 12th position. Right behind them, you see the 2 ride the DWR iRacing iFlag Papa Mike Promotions number 2 car of Ty Dickinson. And then we see Byron Whipperman back there as well. But now out in front, it's Zach Clark. Where did our leaders go? Alex Brewer and Billy Northcutt come together. And that's going to forfeit the lead away to Zach Clark, as Zach Clark now out in front. Our leaders come together, and Zach Clark takes the lead here. Out of nowhere, the 727 ride is now leading this race. He's got Douglas Stewart right there in 2nd. And here comes Cody Gagliano. Gagliano looking to pick up a win here tonight as he's right there battling. And now you see the joyride of Billy Northcutt going through the infield here. Maybe a little bit of damage to that ride. He's definitely not happy with how things have went here. He makes some heavy contact there with Ty Dickinson. Ty Dickinson almost goes around some more heavy contact. No caution flag, though, as they continue to battle here. The high side getting the good runs here for the 727 ride of Zach Clark. But that inside line starting to become that preferred line on the racetrack. And we finally see a caution flag here. We can take a look back and see what happens. We'll take a look back here and we'll see what happens to the 2 ride. And I do believe it was Billy Northcutt who gets into him. You see Billy Northcutt already back pretty deep in this one. Gets a good shot in the rear bumper from the 71 ride. Then 422 ride gets into him as well, as Wild Bill down through the infield tries to rejoin the racetrack here. Ty Dickinson just kind of beats into the side of him. Byron Whipperman gets into Ty Dickinson. But we got to take a look back and see what happens. We got to find where the contact between Brewer and Billy Northcutt happened to forfeit this lead away. As we're going to play it back here. A couple laps. There it is right here. See Alex Brewer out in front. The joyride sends it in. See Zach Clark way up there on the high side, gets into the back bumper. Brewer almost goes around. Billy Northcutt gets onto the brakes to avoid more contact. See Alex Brewer still sliding around the racetrack. Douglas Stewart really had to get on the brakes for that as well, but that's what gives the lead away to that 727 ride of Zach Clark. As Clark, our new race leader here with only 4 more laps left to go. This one's going to get crazy, chat. This one is going to get crazy. All these drivers at the front of the field are super, super hungry for a win. Zach Clark would love to park it down here in victory lane. Douglas Stewart's had some bad luck in this series so far. Cody Gagliano would love to add another race win to his resume as we are back to green flag racing, and Clark out in front here. A good restart of that 727 ride. He's going to have to probably protect that bottom side of the racetrack, but he's going to have to protect from that front bumper of the 3 machine, as here it comes. A big run for the 3 ride of Stewart. And here comes that 1 ride of Alex Brewer as well. Brewer says, I am not done. I needed that caution flag to rejoin the fun here, and here he is, still trying to pick up that 3rd spot from Cody Gagliano. Gagliano still trying to work that middle side of the racetrack right through the slickness. So isn't our leader of Zach Clark, and that may hurt him, as that's leaving that bottom side of the racetrack open for Douglas Stewart, as Stewart and Clark side by side down the backstretch. Down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, still side by side here for the race lead. We're going to see the white flag being displayed. That time by give the advantage to the 3 right of Douglas Stewart. Now you see Zach Clark way up there on the high side. He's going to look for a big run here. Stewart's going to give him the line. He's not going to take it away from him. So down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, it's going to be a drag race right down to the line here. Who's it going to be? It's Douglas Stewart in the 3 machine, picking up the feature win here tonight. What a run from the 3 rider, Douglas Stewart, keeping that car parked down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Zach Clark in the 727 ride coming home in 3rd, and Cody Gagliano. Actually, Zach Clark coming home in 2nd, and Cody Gagliano coming home in 3rd position on the racetrack as he's going to park that Elite Performance Industries Next Level Racing ride down here on the front stretch. I'm sure Zach Clark not happy about his performance here in the last few laps, as I know that 727 ride wanted to be parked down here in Victory Lane. Just unfortunately coming up, I don't even know what the difference was here, chat. We'll have to take a look here on the actual leaderboard to see what the difference was. That's the difference right there, about 6/100ths of a second between 1st and 2nd position on the racetrack. 6/100ths of a second. That is super, super close, man. That was just, you know, a front bumper from being able to pick up the checkered flag for Zach Clark here tonight. He gave it everything he could. Just looked like that car couldn't get stuck down on the bottom side of the racetrack like Douglas Stewart could. And Stewart just held it down there on that bottom side, continued to have some good runs down on the bottom side of the racetrack. It was definitely that preferred line later on in this one. Yo, Deidre Rinaldi, what is good, Deidre? Deidre coming in, showing that love. Deidre coming in, smashing that like. Dane Lloyd coming in with that like. John Fowler coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a serious hit. That was a serious hit, Sean. That was a very serious hit. American Derby Series is pretty true. It's pretty true. Dang, wish I knew about this. I would have raced it. John, absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. We're always putting people in here, man. We're always adding drivers, having more guys come out here for the fun and everything else on the racetrack. Anthony cheering on Zach Clark. Unfortunately, Clark just coming up that one spot short here tonight. Yo, Frank Fonda coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Johnny Ratley coming in with that like on the stream as well. What is good, Johnny? What is good, Frank? How you boys doing tonight? All right, chat. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Feature race, Douglas Stewart in that 3 ride picking up the checkered flag, man. That is a big win here for that 3 machine. Let's see if we can get a better angle here for that 3 ride. That's kind of, let's see if we go rear chase. I don't know. That's not too bad, I guess. They don't give a good side view of these cars, really. Be nice if they would. They should give us a good, you know, side view. I mean, that's not bad, but it seems like it's super far away, you know? That one's not too bad, I guess. I don't know. It still seems super far away. We need some new camera angles, and I don't know how to do that, chat. We need some cool camera angles, some personalized extra ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 3 machine of Douglas Stewart as he picks up the checkered flag here tonight. Let's see some checkered flags up in the chat here right now for the 3 ride of Douglas Stewart as he picks up the checkered flag in this one. A great run, a great drive here all night long for that 3 machine, keeping that nose nice and clean and keeping it out in front of the field. And late in this one, making that late race pass on the bottom side around Zach Clark to be able to pick up the checkered flag in a heck of a fashion here to get the win here tonight, as we're going to pull Douglas into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Douglas, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Douglas, my boy, congratulations. You parked that 3 ride down here in Victory Lane. We saw you with that new looking paint scheme, and here you are picking up the checkered flag here tonight, my dude. What a run and what a drive here tonight. Take us back through that race and how you got her done as you park her down here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, man. I mean, just this last week, I tried to run for the Gobbler, and I have plenty of practice laps here from practicing for that race, and I just don't have it with those open setups with those other guys. And I feel like all the learning I did, trying to make the race there really helped me when we come here because, I mean, it just showed me the lines that I never think would work before. Just like when I found that bottom here, I was able to roll the brakes all the way through the corner and just make it pull off the corner like I wanted to, and got lucky and everybody else was sliding up a little bit, and somehow managed to race side by side for a long part of the race with Alex and Zach. And I'm just happy they both raced me clean, and it was fun.
Absolutely, man. It looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there battling throughout this one, and it comes right down to that final lap, side by side. We could see late in that run there, you could just the 727 ride just looked like he couldn't quite keep it down on the bottom side of the racetrack like you could, as you were really hugging that that inside line, getting some good runs off the corner. It looked like Clark just quite couldn't get that line down as that car kept pushing up the racetrack, and he just couldn't hold the bottom side like your 3 ride could. And slowly but surely that left the bottom side open for you, and we saw there on that last lap, Clark decided, you know what, we're going to hang her up on the high side, we're going to take that high lane. He gets a good run out of corner number 4, and it was a tight one right down to the line. Were you a little bit nervous once you saw that 727 ride decide to take that high side and try to get a big run there off of corner number 4?
Oh yeah, I've raced with Zach plenty of times, and I know, most of the time when he tries something, it normally works pretty good for him. And I just knew he was going to be coming, so I just figured I was going to keep her held to the bottom, and I was going to win or I was going to finish second. We was going to put on a show, so that was the main thing. Just having fun and racing clean, try not to make no enemies.
Absolutely, man. Some great racing here tonight, and it's always nice to see a new winner down here in Victory Lane. And Douglas, you get it done here tonight. Who would you like to thank for such a wicked run here and picking up the checkered flag in this one?
I'd just like to thank all my guys in Discord. I don't have a team or anything, but we get in there and we practice and we race and basically just have fun. And then I can't thank Jim and all them guys that their team enough for letting me just slide in their Discord, that way I'd have somebody to talk to while we're racing this race. And they're real good guys. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, they even give me some tips on driving sometimes. So I mean, it never hurts.
Absolutely, man. It never hurts to get those extra little tips, especially from a driver as stout as Jim Revis is. Revis is he's been around the service for quite a while. He's picked up a lot of wins, and it's always a good thing to get some cool advice and some extra little tips there out of a driver like Jim, and even some of the other drivers on that team, as there's a lot of fast cars that race for that DWR team. So it's never a bad thing to have a little bit of help from some stout drivers. And we could see it here tonight, man. That practice and all those little tips all coming together here and paying off in this one, as we see that 3-ride park down here in Victory Lane. Douglas, congratulations on getting the win here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Douglas. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and don't celebrate too hard down there in Victory Lane.
I'll try not to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 3-ride of Douglas Stewart, as Douglas picks up the checkered flag here tonight, man. What a race, what a run here from that 3-ride, as he gets the job done picking up the checkered flag here tonight. But we're going to pull in our second place finisher. I'm sure this is a driver who, for a little while in that race, probably thought he should have been the one picking up the checkered flag here tonight. Having a great run, a solid run, just coming up a little bit short here. Just a little bit short. 11th to 5th, but check out Cody G, 13th to 3rd. Let's go. Yeah, man, Cody was flying. You and Cody, for the first little while, you guys were really the ones that were working that high side, that extreme high side, and it was really working out for you guys. You guys made up a lot of ground throughout, like, the middle portion, the beginning portion of the race, as you guys were up there pounding that high side down, but carrying a lot of speed, man. You guys were very fast. Can Jeremy Vaughn Racing win one tonight? We was rolling, but hurt the left front. It happens. It happens, my boy. It happens. All right, chat. We're going to pull our second place finisher in now. The 727 rider, Zach Clark. As Clark comes home in position number 2 here tonight. A little bit of heartbreak for that race on Texas ride as he comes home in that second spot here tonight. But we're going to pull Zach into the Discord for his post-race interview. Hey, Zach. It's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Oh yeah, we got you.
Zach, my boy, a great run here tonight. We saw you late in this one get the lead after a little bit of contact there on the bottom side between Billy Northcutt and Alex Brewer. That left you with the race lead, and late in this one looked like that car just couldn't quite hold the bottom side. We saw you jump up there and use that high line on the final lap trying to get those big runs. You made it close, but coming up just about half a fender short here in this one of picking up the checker flag here tonight. Take us back through that race and how it all unfolded here for you tonight.
Man, I was fortunate to get the lead there after the misfortune, for Alex and Billy. I hate that for Billy. I know he's been trying to get that Dirt Panda joyride back in Victory Lane. I know he's been trying to do that for a little while, and he's a hell of a driver. So is Alex. Hated to see that, but just try to take advantage of that misfortune. Man, I just simply choked this one away, man. Like, there's no reason that I shouldn't be talking to you as far as being the winner of this race, having the lead with 3 laps to go. I was hoping maybe for a single file restart, but honestly, I don't know that it would have changed the outcome. As you said, I probably could have kept it pinned closer to the bottom after kind of looking at the replay and seeing that my entry was just all screwed up. But Douglas was just down there lower than a mudcat in the Mississippi River. So that's where I should have been. And I was able to still pull him, those previous laps where we came to the white flag. And I just thought that outside line momentum would still carry me because I was trying to keep the car still straight. And once I seen he was really pulling me, I said, the hell with it, man. I just threw it up top and let the big dog eat and try to give you a show coming down the line for all the folks watching. Says, nothing like seeing somebody try to rip the lip and lose a race with the last lap to spare, on the line. So I gave it hell, man. I should have kept it and ran it a little bit lower. I was trying to make sure I was giving him room. At the same time, man, I was trying to do everything I could to win the race. I thought that outside line momentum would carry me to the victory. It was just a little too far out when I carried off into 3 and 4.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All in all, though, still a great run here tonight for that Race on Texas machine as you come home in the second spot. A great run nonetheless as, you led some laps. You made sure that the fans in the stands knew that you were here. They knew your name as you were putting on a heck of a show up there, flying on the high side of the racetrack for quite a while in this race and yeah, unfortunately, the bottom side coming in very strong there late in this one. And that 3 ride being able to work that bottom side just that little bit better, gets underneath of you, and, kind of takes this win away from you, as I know you're definitely looking forward to trying to, park that 727 ride down here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, I mean, we could say he took it away, but man, Douglas straight earned the win. You know what I mean? I mean, he took it, but he definitely earned it. I always say real life, iRacing, these wins are always earned, man. They're never given. You absolutely got to put both hands and both feet up on the wheel if you want to get one of these done, especially with all these big dogs barking at your back bumper the entire 40-lap distance. So, yeah, man, we're happy with the result. Hate to finish second after leading, there with just a few remaining, and it stings. Still yet to win a league race. Been really close. This is several seconds now. I've got quite a few thirds and fourths, but probably should have sealed the deal tonight, man. Just wasn't able to get the job done. And, props to Douglas and a good run for Cody Gagliano there, man. He's been sharp and been on point all year, especially over in the Sim 500 league as well. So props to those guys for always driving a great race. Again, hate that misfortune for Billy and Alex there. And one final thing, and it shouldn't have been the final. It should have been the first thing that I mentioned. I need to send a huge apology out to Chad Peterbaugh. I mentioned this when we were in iRacing before the race. He qualifies quick time, sits on the pole of this race. He's still got some learning to do, but man, Chad has only been on this sim for like 4 months, dude. I mean, Jim Revis is always in there coaching him and helping him, and I think he would give Jim a lot of credit for helping coaching him into the driver that he's become. But man, he is light years ahead from where I was when I was on this thing for 4 months. I mean, I couldn't barely, make a 15 car grid. So props to him. But I drove it in deep. We were in Discord together, and attempted to slide, throw a slider on him, and I was expecting him to check the throttle and drive underneath, but I did not mean to wreck him, man. It looked egregious and looked bad, but I think he knows, and I know that I would never do anything to wreck him out like that, man. He's a hell of a good driver, and I just hated that happened that way. And also hated Jim Revis's bad luck tonight. Just caught the short end of the stick there when Douglas got a little loose earlier on in the race. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose some, but hate those misfortunes for those guys tonight. But they'll come back, and I'm sure they'll be up here on the podium next week.
Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely, Zach. All in all, though, man, a great run, a great finish here for you tonight. A good chunk of points, as well as all these drivers and yourself always continue to try to earn those points and get a little bit better and better in that point standings here for for the end of the series. But always heartbreak coming up in that bridesmaid position, coming home in that second spot here. But a great race tonight, my dude, and a good run. Who do you got to thank for such a wicked race car here this evening?
Yeah, thank you, man. I think raceontexas.com, of course, Ashley Rich Photography, Integrity Imports, Evil One Graphics, Ingles Racing Performance, and Outlaw Race Cars. And as always, man, thank you for the great job broadcasting, and tip of the cap for the hell of a job you did on the Gobbler, man. Really proud to see you get that opportunity, and you knocked it out of the park, my friend. So congratulations and good job on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was the Gobbler was a lot of fun, dude. That was a cool learning experience for myself. I mean, it was definitely something different, as I've said to a few different guys that we've talked throughout the the last few days, sort of deal, since the Gobbler is I was I was the co-anchor of that one, and I've never really been the co-anchor, so that was a whole new learning experience for me, being that co-anchor and not the anchor of the broadcast, right? So it was a lot of give and take, and for me and Tommy to only really know each other for about 5 minutes before we went live, we nailed it out of the park and put on a great show for all the fans in the stands. Yep. And it was a good race all around, and a long night, a lot of racing, but a lot of awesome moments between him and I, and teaming up and putting on a great broadcast for everyone. Sure. For the Gobbler.
Yeah, I was mentioned Tommy Rowe is also the announcer at Riverside International Speedway, one of the best racetracks down in West Memphis, Arkansas. He's very good in the real life stuff as well. So, you keep plugging away, man. You keep making more connections, man. You never know, sooner or later you'll be up there, calling the big dogs at the real track if that's what you want to do, man. Like I've told you, you certainly got the talent to do it, man. You got the passion, and all you need is just a little bit of opportunity to be thrown your way, my friend. But hey, look, good job to VLR as well to put you in that position, knowing that you call all these stock car races, these league races with the top guys week in and week out, and the knowledge that you have for them to seek that out and to put you in that position was pretty cool. And that's you got to tip your cap to them as well for realizing that and putting you in the best spot to succeed there. So thanks very much as always, Aaron. Hell of a job, man. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely, my boy. Congrats on the second place run, and hopefully we see you down here one spot better next week.
Come on back.
Have yourself a good night, Zach.
You too, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for that 727 machine of Zach Clark as he comes home in position number 2 here tonight. Just a little bit short of picking up that first league win race. Unfortunately, not being able to get it done here tonight, but you know what? You live and you learn. I'm sure Zach is going to, he's going to go back. He's going to watch this replay. He's going to watch, some of the replay that he has from the race itself on his iRacing, and he's going to go back and see what what he did right, what he did wrong, what he needs to correct, and how he needs to be able to be in this position again in the future, and what he needs to do to be able to close it out here in the final laps, as he was that leader at going back to green flag with 4 laps to go. He battled side by side there for a couple laps, unfortunately just giving up that lead in that final couple laps. Just coming up that little bit short here tonight, but I know Zach's going to come back strong, and he's going to be definitely a force to be reckoned with here throughout the rest of the series, as he's going to try to keep that 727 right up at the front of the field. And we've seen him have some good runs here lately, and he's been knocking on the doorstep of picking up a checkered flag, and I'm sure before long we'll see him get one of these wins. But another driver who's no slouch in picking up wins here. We haven't seen him get one in these dirt street stocks, but he's been getting faster and faster and faster, and I'm sure we'll see him down here in Victory Lane one of these nights as well. It's the 20 ride of Cody Gagliano as he comes home in position number 3 here tonight. We're going to bring Cody up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Cody, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Cody, my boy, another good solid run here for you tonight. A good points night and some great racing as that 20 ride working your way all the way from 13th to 3rd. In this one, you pass a lot of very, very fast race cars. You take a lot of good breaks, maybe some contact with the cars in front of you, and keeping that car nice and clean right down to the very end. You end up on the podium in position number 3 here tonight, man. Take us back through that race and how you got that ride all the way up into that 3rd position here this evening.
Man, it was a lot of patience, to be honest. It was a lot of patience and brake pedal. There was a lot going on in front of me, and it was real dusty on this track. I learned that in the gobbler. I ran the gobbler the first time, and it just gets really, really dusty here at this racetrack. So it was a lot of patience and brake pedal.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This racetrack is it's a very, very tough racetrack. There's a lot of different lines to take and a lot of things you got to really do to be able to try and get around this racetrack fast and carry a lot of that high-end momentum. And we saw you all night long really up there on that high side throwing that car around the racetrack. We saw you get some big runs and some some unfortunate breaks there, getting held up behind a few drivers. But do you think if you had another maybe 10 laps or so, do you think you would have had something for their race leaders?
Man, I mean, of course, everybody's going to say they had something for them, but I don't know if I would have had something because the top went away. That's where I'm best at this track. I cannot drive the bottom around the tires on this track. So the top was going away. And another thing, I was happy to come from 13th and be in 3rd. So I was pretty happy with where I was at.
Absolutely, man. A heck of a run and a heck of a drive here tonight. Cody, we've been seeing that 20 rod get faster and faster and faster here the last little while, and I'm sure we'll see that 20 rod back down here in victory lane one of these nights, as I know you've been itching to jump back up here in the broadcast booth as a race winner. But unfortunately tonight you come up a couple spots short, but still a great solid run here. As you said, passing 10 cars, coming from 13th to 3rd, man. Who do you got to thank for such a wicked ride here tonight?
First and foremost, I want to thank my wife and kids for letting me do this. It takes a lot of your time to be fast and good and consistent at this game. I want to thank Next Level Racing for giving me a shot to be on the team, and I hope I'm doing them proud. I want to thank Elite Performance Industries and NHLNs and Keith Hackney Racing. Man, they're just a wonderful group of guys, and I really, really appreciate the chance to race for them and show them what I can do, and I hope I'm making them proud.
Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely. I'm sure you definitely are, as we've been seeing that 20 ride, continue to have some great, great runs. And one of these nights we'll see it break through and pick up a checkered flag. But, Cody, all in all, a good run here tonight for you. A solid run. You parked that ride down here on the podium. Congratulations on the 3rd place run, and hopefully we'll see you back down here next week.
I hope so, man. This is my first night racing with the Great White series, so it was a lot of fun. If they'll have me back, I'll be back next week if they'll have me.
Absolutely, man. I'm sure they will. As it's always nice to have good high car counts, and that's what we always want to continue to do. And the more good drivers and clean drivers we can add into the league is always a good thing, man. And whenever we can see you win this field is never a bad thing. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, man. I also want to thank you and for putting on the broadcast. You have blown up, and it's been a blast watching you rise to the top. And man, that you called the Gobbler race. I watched all of it back after I raced in it, and dude, it was amazing, man. My hat's off to you. I don't know if I could ever do that, but man, it's awesome watching you grow. I just hope I'm there to see it whenever you get up there.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for that one. And it's been a grind, and we're gonna continue to grind here on a consistent basis and continue to add more and more races and more leagues here over the winter time, and hopefully someday make it to that finish line, or at least be one of the top not only broadcasters, but I also want to get up there as a racer as well. But being able to have shots of calling some big races and everything else, and opening that door to maybe doing some other bigger leagues, and maybe in the future being able to be a broadcaster in real life as well. So thank you for that one, and hopefully in the future it continues to build and build.
Yeah, buddy. I'm pulling for you, brother. I'm gonna be there wherever you go. Just let me know what I need to do, and I'll be there, buddy.
Beauty. Thank you for that one, dude. Cody, congrats on the 3rd place run here tonight. Thank you for those awesome words, and hopefully we'll see you back down here next. Actually, probably hopefully see you down here Thursday night.
I'm not sure if we're running tomorrow in the sim. I think we're on break until the following week.
Oh, right. We might be. Okay, well, hey, you know what? I'll probably be on racing, for the next couple nights. So if you want to jump out there and run some laps with me, I'm sure I'll be on after, probably 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. The broadcaster versus race car driver.
Exactly. I'll have to show you guys how to get it done, All right, Cody, have yourself a wonderful night, my boy.
You too, brother. We'll talk to you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for that 20 ride of Cody Gagliano as he picks up the checkered flag here, or the third place finish here tonight. Not the checkered flag, the third place finish. Douglas Stewart coming home with the checkered flag in this one. Stewart with a great run here, winning this one, parking that 3 ride down in victory lane. A great run, a great drive here by all these cars, man. All these guys did a heck of a job, man. A heck of a race all night long between, our top, 20 drivers here tonight, man. We saw 20 cars take the green flag, and we saw 20 drivers put on a heck of a drive. Unfortunate breaks for a few of them, but some good runs and some great racing there for a lot of the drivers out on the racetrack as these guys put on a heck of a drive, a heck of a run here for us. And it was a lot of fun, man. These guys always put on a good show. Always put on a good show for us. Yo, Chad Pooterball coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Chad? Chad, my boy, you're having such a great run, man. Hated to see that happen for you. That happens, though, man, and I'm sure you're going to come back with vengeance next week. I'm sure we'll see that 20 ride up here in the broadcast booth one of these days as you continue to get faster and faster, my boy. I'm sure one of these nights you're going to have a wicked night. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. Oh, baby. You're my boy, Blue. Love it. All right, chat. Unfortunately, though, that is going to do it for us this evening, man. What a race, what a run all night long. These drivers put on one heck of a show for us. We saw a lot of good action, only, a handful of wrecks. They really weren't wrecks, more or less, just, single car or 2-car contact. And, that's just, that's racing. That's racing. Sometimes things like that happen. And, when these guys are racing so hard for every position on the racetrack, contact, these full fender cars, even if they weren't fully fendered, man, these guys are still going to be beating and banging, and that little bit of contact is bound to happen here and there, and you never, it's always bound to have a few cautions. And for tonight, being as slick as this racetrack got towards the end, and having that late race caution flag where, we went back to green flag racing with 4 laps left to go, we could have definitely seen this one stretch out for quite a little while with a couple green, white checkers, a couple other caution flags there towards the end of this one, but every driver doing a great job keeping their noses clean, having some great runs, and being very, very respectful there on the racetrack. And we saw some great racing here tonight, and hopefully that continues to keep on going and going and going. Yo, Just Viv coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. What is good, Viv? Coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Much appreciated, my girl, coming in, showing that love. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it there on that note. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys back live tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is going to be... it's going to be a little bit of a special night as it's going to be our 2-year anniversary of streaming. So we're going to be out there running some laps, having some fun, having some laughs for a good little stream tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I look, hopefully I see each and every one of you guys here tomorrow night and cheering us on as, I won't be up in the broadcast booth. But I'll probably be behind the steering wheel trying to pick up some wins myself. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in, smashing that like button, hitting that share button, leaving a comment or two, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing that love and that support. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow for some wicked racing action. Once again, peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, baby. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Have yourselves a wonderful day tomorrow, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow, chat. Woo! Woo! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Oh!